Hey guys, so the main card or UFC 329 just got finished, and today this is gonna be my first video. And today we're gonna be matchmaking the main card of UFC 329. There was like Terrence McKinney, a Conor McGregor super fight, all of that stuff. The disastrous main event. That made me sad. Let's get straight into it. So starting off the main card, we have King Green. He defeated one of my goats, Terrence McKinney. Got TKO round 1, 4:59. 1 second left. McKinney couldn't even stay in there. So who I think King Green should fight next? I think it should be either Dan Hooker or Manuel Torres. I think if he wants to stay active, he should fight Dan Hooker. If he wants to stay inactive, he should fight Manuel Torres. Alright, now for Terrence McKinney's next match. Now, Terrence McKinney. There's a few good fights for him. Like, there's always options like Daniel Huber and Ludwig Klein, etc. But I think the two, banger fights that I think Terrence McKinney would probably have would be Michael Johnson. Just think about that. That's like a hood banger. And then Maltese Rebecki. Maltese Rebecki, honestly, he isn't like that. His fight IQ kind of sucks, if you're asking me. I think I'm gonna be mad if he fought like Ludwig Klein or maybe like a Rafa Garcia, but I feel like that's too big of a step up. Maybe an Alexander Hernandez, you never know. But there's a bunch of good things in the division that he could easily fight. But I think probably the bangerest fight of the division is probably Ludwig Klein, Maltese Rebecki, and Michael Johnson. All three of them will be war. So next fight. Oh, my other goat. Raw Dog submits Lonier Kavanaugh in round 3. That entire fight was a banger. There was a moment in, I think, round 3 where Brandon Royval caught Lonier Kavanaugh, went to go finish him, and then Lonier Kavanaugh immediately dropped him. That entire fight was crazy. That deserves fight of the night. That choke. That was really good choke. I think it would have submitted basically everyone. Maybe not Pantoja, though, because Pantoja is a different level. And personally, I disagree with Royval calling out Asua Mabayev. Since he called him out, that's probably going to be the next fight that's made. But I think a banger fight would be Raw Dog versus Kyoji Horiguchi. I do favor Kyoji Horiguchi in that fight. Just his speed advantage, and he really gave Manel Kape troubles, unlike Royval, who just got smoked out. But you never know. Royval might just cause another upset. Kyoji Horiguchi's no joke, but I could see Royval maybe choking him out, maybe knocking him out. He usually doesn't get that many knockouts, but this would be a banger fight. This is 50-50 at its best. You can't come over with me. You can't come over to me with a straight face and say, hey, I think Kyoji Horiguchi dominates Royval. Or, hey, I think Royval dominates Kyoji Horiguchi. You cannot do that. This fight is 50-50. This fight is peak. And now moving on to Lonier Kavanaugh. And personally, I think Lonier Kavanaugh should fight Amir Albalzi. Maybe Edgar Chairez, depending on, how down low he wants to fight, but I feel like a good fight for him, a good comeback fight, that if he wins, he might be able to fight someone like Tatsura Taira or someone higher in the rankings. Amir Albalzi, that's perfect. Think about it. Basically, everyone who beats Amir Albalzi always gets to fight someone better. Moreno beats Amir Albalzi, gets to fight Tatsura. Kyoji Horiguchi beats Amir Albalzi, immediately gets to fight a title eliminator. I feel like if Lonier Kavanaugh could win this fight, he could prove that he's that his next fight will be next up for the title, or his next fight is number 2 contender, or his next fight could be against Taira, fights like that. This fight, I would favor Kavanaugh. I just think Kavanaugh's striking he's striking. I honestly think Kavanaugh has some of the best striking in the division. I do think Royval and Kyoji Horiguchi and Manel Kape striking are way better. And Joshua Van, I would probably say. But he definitely has the fastest. Him, Kape, and Van just had the fastest hands in the division. And I think Kavanaugh probably has the fastest hands in the division. maybe Van by a little bit, but he's definitely one of the contenders. This would be I don't know, maybe Amir Albalzi takes it around, submits him, and then gets a fight against, like, Tatsuro. Or it's going to be, like, Lonir Kavanaugh beats him up on the feet and then wins it 30-27 like Kyoji Horiguchi and then fights Tatsuro Taira. Or maybe, like, I don't know, like, the loser of, like, Van versus Pantoja / Cop, whatever they want to do. And yeah, that's what I think. And then moving on to Corey Sandhagen versus Mario Bautista. Alright, we have a bit of an upset on this card. I feel like a lot of people thought Mario Bautista was going to win, but personally I thought Corey was going to win. This is a pretty disappointing performance by Corey, if you ask me. Like, think about it. Like, the guy just fought for a title, and now he's losing to a dude who had, like... And like, Mario Bautista is elite, but, like, you went for the title, and now you're losing to Mario. Like, Mario's definitely good, but I think Merab and Petr Yan and Umar, like, those guys that he had closer fights with than Mario, like, that makes no sense. I always picture Mario as, like a Song Yadong of the division. Like, he's he could perform good, or he could just, like, use a stupid, like, takedown strat again, like he did against Aldo. Well, I think it's pretty impressive for Mario. And I think, honestly, Mario should fight the loser of Petr Yan and Merab Dvalishvili. Like, their trilogy, he should fight the loser. Don't you agree? Like, Umar already got scheduled against Song. That's the fight I would be making. Mario versus Song after that. But Umar got scheduled against Song. Sean O'Malley probably will fight the winner of Merab versus Yan. And then you really have, like, Mario and really nobody else. Like, it's like he has to fight. Who is he going to fight? Like, Ayman Zahabi? Like, no. So that's what I think. I think if just say Mario beats, like, Merab if he loses, or Petr Yan if he loses to Merab in the trilogy, then he gets a title shot, and then if he wins, maybe we'll witness him with the belt. I can't even picture that, but moving on to Corey's next fight. Alright, now, this is a little bit... I had some troubles thinking of a Corey fight. I was going to put him against Zahabi, but I feel like David Martinez, who is he supposed to fight in the meantime? Like Rob... Never mind, he already beat Rob Font. Like, Raul Rusas or Peyton Talbot. Like, I feel like Corey needs to fight, like, a new up-and-comer. Like, a good fight would be, like Martinez, what I'm saying right now, a Martinez fight, a Peyton Talbot fight. I don't know for Raul Rusas Jr. fight. I wouldn't favor him in that fight because, you know, Raul Rusas Jr., bro, his annoying fighting style. It's like, take him down, cuddle, take him down, cuddle. It's just like, brother, nobody wants to see that. So that's why I think Corey should fight David Martinez. Perfect. Maybe a Peyton Talbot fight, but I feel like a win... I feel like just Peyton Talbot's wins haven't been so impressive. Like Felipe Lima, it's all right win, but I feel like a lot of people in the top 15 could beat him up. And then washed out Henry Cejudo and losing to Barcelos. I mean, Barcelos loss isn't the worst because we all know he's the craftiest vet. Him and Davey Grant carry, but. Yeah, I think this would be a perfect fight to figure out if David Martinez is elite or not, because beating Cheeto and Rob Font, they seem good, right? But they both honestly suck. I mean, Rob Font, he is pretty tough to beat, but Cheeto, anyone could beat Cheeto. All you have to do is just keep Cheeto on the back foot and he won't throw anything. That's how you beat Cheeto. So, I mean, like, Maybe Rob Font is a little bit of an impressive win, plus the short notice win is pretty impressive. He's I would call him elite already, but like to prove if he's actually like top 5 champion material, I think he needs to beat Sandhagen. Oh, and then Patty submits BSD in 52 seconds. There should be no question about this. Patty versus Ilya is the fight to make. And then BSD, he should go against Rafael Fiziev. I'm sorry, I couldn't find any photos of Rafael. Even though I wanted to search it up on Google, I wanted to make this video quick. I feel like BSD versus Rafael Fiziev is a good fight. I would probably favor St. Denis because I don't really think Rafael Fiziev is like... I mean, his Muay Thai is definitely his best part of his game, but his best win is his 3 best wins are Torres, King Green, and I guess who's that guy that'd beat? Or it's easily Torres, Moicano, and Dos Anjos. But Dos Anjos and Moicano, Dariush beat Moicano, and Dos Anjos wasn't primed. Prime Dos Anjos would probably beat up the Fiziev. But yeah, and Manuel Torres is a pretty incredible win. He also beat King Green. It wasn't that impressive, knowing the fact that he almost lost, and then he beat Ignacio Bahamondes, who recently got beaten, but sure, he got beaten. His opponent fence grabbed a bunch of times. His recent fight was a banger. Just that his opponent was cheating. Ignacio Bahamondes is probably a pretty good win, if you ask me, but I just think Fiziev I just don't think he gets that fight done. Alright, time for the main event. Sadly, Conor injures himself, and Max gains a first round TKO. Sad night for Conor fans. His walkout was so sick. Just for him to go out there, the first kick he throw, he dies and falls on the floor. For Max, I feel like that wasn't that impressive of a performance for Max or Conor. It was just probably Max would probably end up knocking him out because the first kick he threw, he broke his leg, and if that fight went on later, it would just end way worse than it did before. And yeah, I think Max, I don't think that's a title shot from that. I don't think that's a number 1 contender spot for that. Maybe. You never know, but I think Arman versus Charles is the number 1 contender spot after that, or maybe even the title shot or the vacate, or if Gaethje retires, then Arman versus Charles Oliveira is the shot to make at the title. But I think appropriate matchup for him is outside Mauricio Hufi. That's if whoever wins that will probably be fighting against the winner of Arman versus Charles for the belt Arman/Charles. Arman versus Charles is the BMF belt. The winner gets to fight Gaethje, but if he retires, then Arman versus Charles for the BMF in the title. That's a good plan. And then Max versus Hufi, the winner of that could fight the winner of Charles versus Arman in their first defense. And if Arman starts ducking Charles, and if Arman ducks like he did with Gamera, I think Arman's a great athlete. I think he will become champion eventually. But if he ducks someone, then I think I should strip him, because think about it. He's he never been known as he never had a good temper, and he's just he could be annoying. But I still like Arman. I think he could become champion. But now for Conor, it's safe to say it's retirement. I shouldn't even have to explain anything. It's either retirement or a trilogy against Max, and nobody wants to see him go out in his last ever fight, even worse than he did against Max the second time. So I feel like it's retire, Nate Diaz, or Max. But I feel like Max, nobody wants to see him get slapped, and Nate Diaz, that would be a pretty good fight, but what card would they be on? I feel like Diaz, I just don't want to see him come back. I really don't. So it should be retirement. And that's the end of this video. Hope you liked it. Make sure to like and subscribe. And if you guys have any ideas of what videos I should make next, free to comment and I'll make them.